Hello everybody and welcome. We're here today with the Cessna 188 agricultural airplane here in Microsoft Flight Simulator 2024. Now, I never knew that Cessna built agricultural planes that had sprayers. And seeing this thing is interesting design. It's essentially a flying tractor since I mean it's agricultural designed. But I mean, yeah, the thing is interesting. The cockpit's definitely interesting as well. There's some areas that I was not able to work or find until I actually really dove into the checklist further. Let's go ahead and remove the chocks, remove the pitot covers, and then the engine covers, and we'll jump right inside. If we can get closer, there you go. And then here's the covers. The thing is, really, it does look good on the outside. You can open up the, you can check your oil. Oh, look, oil looks good. I believe, oh no, I guess you can't open up the engine covers. But yeah, this thing is really, it's a really nice plane. Bit of a challenge taking off. I don't see any hard points. You can mess with the ailerons. You can mess with the flaps, not flaps, the rudder. Yeah, I just don't see a hard point on getting into the plane. Wait, there's a door. I just saw a door. There we go. Found it. All right. We're inside now. All right. So it's very, very, like, the amount of buttons, there's very few. So it shouldn't be hard. But it really took me a long time to figure out how to turn this plane on because, well, there's some buttons that are kind of hidden in a sense. When you first jump in for the first time, you're like, where is everything at? And if you don't pull the checklist out, it's going to be even harder. And that's kind of what happened to me. Let's go ahead and turn on the battery and the alternator. Fuel pumps are on. Let's go in alternate air. Push that in so we can get to the magnetos down here. Full mixture. And there's your engine start. All right. Let's go ahead and pull that mixture out just a tiny bit. All right. Instrument light, navigation, strobe, beacon, landing, taxi. We're just gonna turn it all on. Now, this is where things get even more interesting. If you look down here, so you have you're able to, first off, let's look at that. Let's look at the EFB. Go back out to the very front. So you're looking at your airplane, Cessna 188. You go look at your flight performance, mass balance, liquids. This would be the liquid that would go in for your fertilizer, pesticides, whatever they use on crops in the farm. You're able to put the load in there for that. But you can't use it. Not in free flight, at least. You can't use it because, come down here. Push down and forward, hopper dump, and up. Hydraulic system push on. And up, and hopper shutoff pull, and up. So that tells me you can't use the sprayer in free flight. And I believe the only place you can use it, and I'm not sure if, I know that the bigger flying tractor, essentially it's called, is in career mode. I don't know if this one is in career mode though. I believe it is, but I'm not 100% sure. But yeah, that was the unfortunate factor of that. But let's go ahead. I'm gonna have to check. Taxi lights are on. I have to check to see. Okay, the wind is to the north. It's coming out of the south. So if we fly off of this runway, it's going to yoink us this way. It's gonna grab that tail. So we're gonna have to taxi and go. Yeah, we're gonna fly. Actually, we have to fly into the wind. So we're gonna do a short takeoff. We're gonna go right here. We'll take off from like right this point right here, because every time, and I never really think about the wind. Every time I've taken off from this direction, this wind just yanks me into the grass here. So let's see if that's actually any different. Brakes off. Flaps to 1. All right. But I don't really see a lot of crop dusters in Ohio. I don't think they're very common. At least in my area that I've ever lived in. Any area I've ever lived in, I've never seen them before. So I'm pretty sure these things are common though in the plains. That's probably a necessity there with fields being huge out there, of course. Ohio really doesn't have any like enormous fields that stretch on for like hundreds of thousands of acres or whatever. I'm not sure on I know that my neighbor, he's got like 400 acres of cattle, but it's all hillside stuff and everything. And then I've also in the past I've helped my neighbor out with the hay field he has, which doesn't need crop dusting. And we did about 200-300 acres of hay then. All right, we're just gonna take off from this point. It's not really an actual like starting point for takeoff, but I want to make sure that I want it to get lift and not get yoinked to another dimension or into the field. So my assessment is correct. All right. But yeah, this thing teeters a lot. I mean, this thing just rocks. All right, let's go. About three quarters power. Oh yeah. Immediate nose just picked up, or a tail picked up. Flaps up. Full power. That was a good call on my end. Good call on going into the wind. Now, I don't have that, I guess, sense most of the time. I just go, well, let's take off of this runway, see what happens. Now, this time, since I got yoinked around so many times by the wind, I was like, let's play this smart and actually do what real pilots would have done or should do. Because I am looking at eventually getting my pilot's license. It's going to be a while before that happens, but I do plan on getting it. So there we are, right directly to the left here. Actually, we're going to put it in the front windshield. That is the Mansfield prison. The Ohio, yeah, let's just call it the prison system. I can't think off the top of my head what the name of it is. I thought I knew what it was, but then my mind was like, nope, it's not. So that is the prison right off of Route 13 outside north of Mansfield. Then you have another prison area up top. This is another, I guess, district. I don't know what you want to call it, honestly. But then right here, the Mansfield Reformatory, where Shawshank Redemption was filmed. I am disappointed at Microsoft for not putting in a historical landmark like that in the sim. Why? What is it? That is a very, very historical prison. I would have thought maybe it would have been in here, but I guess I was wrong. But we are like flying dead sideways at this point, if you can't tell. There's Lom Airport we just took off from. That is Lom Airport, Mansfield, Ohio's regional airport, and Air National Guard Air Base. They have the C-130s stationed there. I believe that's the 183rd Airlift Wing. I could be completely wrong on the unit, but I know it's an airlift wing. But this is Mansfield, and I will say this: it doesn't look good. Of course, though, Mansfield's not a popular city. But I will say this though: in 2020, they had the building, the largest building in Mansfield, like going 3,000 feet up in the sky. And it was like, all right, that's a glitch. That's not right. Nice to see they got it kind of right, but still, it doesn't really resemble Mansfield very well. I used to live in Mansfield. It's unfortunate, I know. Anyone that's familiar with Ohio and knows of Mansfield, you'll know what I mean. But here's Route 30. This is U.S. Highway Route 30. It stretches east coast to west coast. And then right below us right here is I-71. It goes through Cincinnati, Columbus, and up to Cleveland. Let's go ahead. We're going to reduce power a little bit and drop altitude. Wow, we are really reducing power. We need to reduce the RPMs. But the plane flies great. I just really, really wish the crop sprayer was working in free flight. I know that in the crop, this plane at least, I don't know if it was air tractor, which I'll do a video on that one as well. The where you would put the liquid is all in the front nose right here. That's where it would be at. Mifflin Lake? Yeah, that's Mifflin Lake right here. Also, another thing I'm really bad at is landing a tail dragger. We're going to attempt to do a landing in this thing at Lom Airport again. Now, I know the trick on tail draggers, on landing, is you have to be in a near stall when landing. Now, if I remember correctly, when you land and it's windy, ideally you want to land with the wind, not against. So we're going to get into position. There's the airport directly in front of us. I believe that's correct. You want to go with the wind. So if anyone wants to correct me if I'm wrong, feel go right ahead. Because yeah. Also, you can lower down your windows in here. Both sides do the same thing. All right, we're going to go ahead and go for our landing. So we're going to parallel Route 30. We're right now above Route 42. Which, I believe this, yeah, this is 42. US 42, I believe this is, stretches as far north as that I know of, Cleveland, and I've seen it go all the way down to Louisville, Kentucky. That's the only distance I know. And if anyone knows if the 42 goes any further, put it in the comment section below. We're gonna go for this landing. Where's the airport? There it is. That is I believe that is the east to west landing. We want to go back around. Beautiful environment though. It's a nice day today here in Ohio. Not really. It's supposed to be, I guess, today. This is live weather, but later today it's supposed to be stormy. Not stormy, but just rainy. Very rainy. It's been very rainy and drizzling a lot lately. For winter, it's kind of getting off on a slow start. I'm really wanting that snow. I really, really want that snow. But I'm sure that's going to come sooner. Sooner or later, it'll be here. Another thing I would really love for you guys, if you guys haven't already hit that subscribe button, hit that subscribe button. If you haven't hit that like button either, smash it for me. It makes a great big difference on the channel. We have been growing at an exponential rate, I love you all, and I want to continue to make content for everyone and to entertain. Now, I never imagined getting this far, and I thank you everyone that that's been helping the channel out and really making a difference. And I hope I've been helpful and entertaining at the same time. All right, so the airport's right there. There's AK Steel. I'll show you what I mean. So AK Steel, I don't know if they're still there or not, but that's the facility it would have been. GM used to have a plant here in Mansfield too, way out here in the Ontario area. There's two cities really, if you think about it, connected to one. You have Mansfield, and then you have Ontario to the west. They're basically connected to each other. I think of Mansfield as kind of a bad way to think of it, as a failed metropolitan area, because Ontario is kind of like a suburb of Mansfield, if you really think about it. All right, so where's the airport? Airport's right there still. We're gonna start banking to the right here soon. I just want to get a good approach. I just also want to get to see Mansfield a little bit more. There's downtown Mansfield. Yep, there's the square. Really, really poor satellite imaging. But I mean, it's not a very common area where people probably would fly, unless you're from the area originally. Park Avenue West, I believe this is. This is Park Avenue West that leads all the way up in Ontario. Yeah, this is Park Ave. They have a bunch of stuff out here. I don't know. Oh, this, I think. Yeah, I think this is the Mansfield High School, the senior high. That's actually rendered weird. Interesting. All right, we're going to start banking to the right now. There's the Richland County Fairgrounds. Yep, that is the Richland County Fairgrounds right there, where you see the harness racing track. Back down throttle a little bit more. Route 30 still. Yep, that's all Ontario right there. A big old shopping complex is over here, or a shopping area. You have a mall, which is about the mall in the Richland County area, which I used to be a head of security of. That was a long time ago too. The mall is now a hospital. So Avita Health Clinic is what they're called, and they kind of bought the mall was dying. They were very, very, very much dying. Put the flaps down one. And they decided to put a hospital in one of the old stores there. Lazarus is what it was called before. And yeah, now it's virtually the entire mall is just a hospital now, with doctors' offices throughout the mall area. Oh, I way too high. Well, let's just nosedive it real fast. Pull back on power. People at the in the air towers like, what is he doing? Because we're gonna pull up right now. Full flaps. All right, we're losing airspeed fast again, so good, good, good. This was an unorthodox approach. Very unorthodox. No, what are you doing? She just wanted to keel off to the right. Well, we touched down. Let's go ahead and go off the runway back to our parking place. It was not a good landing. Of course, though, tail draggers, I've never really been good at landing. Even though in career mode, I did get my the certification. But this is the Cessna 188. Fun to fly. Really wish the crop dusting equipment worked. I mean, there are people out there that would probably like that to work just to role play or just to create fun footage. All right, let's go ahead and park it right here. Parking brakes on. And that is the 188. Hope everyone enjoyed the video. Don't forget to like and subscribe. And I will see you in the next video. Later.